Yoga and Fitness, and I'm back to bring you more of a gentle yoga class today. So those of you who know me know that I've been home resting my back for about the last 7 days. I haven't done any videos at all for the YouTube channel. I've just been letting my teachers do their thing. But I wanted to come back. I wanted to let you know that I did not abandon everybody. I'm here. I want to be here. Just unfortunately, my injury is causing me a shorter range of motion, a lot of inflammation in my lower back. I'm having a hard time actually even standing up straight. The lower back is just extremely inflamed and swollen, and it's causing me to just kind of get stuck leaning forward. I'm just not able to have the range of motion that I normally do. And so I noticed for my injury, the more stressed out I get, the more my back gets aggravated. They're very much relatable to one another. One causes the other and vice versa. So it's just this horrible cycle that I get into sometimes with my injury. So what I do at home is a very gentle, deep stretching into the hips, into twisting. I really try to open up the spine, start to create a little bit more movement. And so I've been slowly moving a little bit at home, and that's the style of class that I want to bring you today. I figure if I'm feeling this way, there has to be other people that hold stress in their lower back too that are feeling the same way. And some of my members I know always report back that they have the same issues that I have. So hopefully this class will go over really well for not just people that are dealing with any kind of back spasm or difficulty with their lower back or discs, but also for people who maybe just feel tightness there, who feel tightness in their hips, maybe their hamstrings, maybe their lower back, then this is definitely the class for you. So we're gonna join off today, lying flat on our backs. And take your time coming down. If you're in a full spasm and you want to come down onto your side and then roll, meet us on the back, perfectly fine. For those of you who are feeling kind of in between, join me coming down slow, placing the hands behind the body and just kind of guiding yourself back. Just take your time. Let the knees kind of come in slowly. As we relax the head and shoulders down, just wrap the legs and give yourself a gentle rock. If rocking is too much today, just go ahead and hold the stillness of the pose, just taking the knees into the chest and just feeling that release into the lower back and into the hips. So with our chin tucked down, our shoulders relaxed, just hold here. Let's take a nice deep breath. As we exhale, just feel the body sink down. The little movement feels good. Maybe start to just gently rock from right to left. Just press the tailbone towards the floor. Feel all the vertebrae just stay secure against the floor. And as we meet here, let's go ahead and just place our hands to our knees. If movement still feels good, create little circles here with the knees. So we want to go ahead and circle the legs in one direction and just feel that massage into the lower back, into the sacrum, into the glutes. And we're going to go ahead and move the knees in the opposite direction. So hopefully this feels good. Hopefully this is going to be massaging that lower lumbar, starting to just maybe loosen up the muscles down there. And as we meet on our spine, keep the chin tucked in. We're going to join with our arms at goal pose. As we drift the toes forward, try to get the knees over the hips. If this is too much, keep the knees slightly closer. Pulling that lower belly down to the floor. Let's take the navel to the spine. Take a nice deep breath in, fill your lungs. And as we exhale, let's float the knees slowly to the right side of the mat. Use those arms here to help guide the legs down. If this is too deep of a twist, place a block below the knees. We want to try to keep the proper alignment here. So let's keep that left shoulder grounded to the floor if possible. Feel the crease of the left hip start to drift forward. So we want to think of elongating down the left side body. And as we take our eyes over our left shoulder, just feel the shoulders release. Try to let all the tension leave the upper body. Hopefully feeling a stretch here into that lower back. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale. As we lift our legs, you can keep those legs glued together or maybe lift one at a time. Move to however good you feel. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's float the knees to the left side of the mat. Just allowing those legs to sink. Feel the crease of the right hip just start to drift forward. Feel that right shoulder stay grounded down. If we're having difficulty keeping that right shoulder down, take that opposite hand, the left hand, and start to just inch those fingertips away. Again, feeling the length we're creating down the right side body. Feel that right hip just start to drift forward. Gaze over that right shoulder and hold for our breath. Inhaling, feel those ribs rise. And as we exhale, feel the body sink. Returning the knees over the hips, lifting the gaze. Let's slowly come back onto the spine. Maybe keep the legs glued together, maybe lift one at a time. And when we're here, we're going to go ahead and just part the knees slightly wide. Taking those knees outside of the ribs, let's relax the shoulders. Let's tuck the chin. Pressing the tailbone towards the floor. Let's hold for our back breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale. As we hug the right leg close, let's go ahead and extend the left leg forward. Pressing that calf firmly down, tuck the chin, press the heel away. If this feels good, just stay. Feel the stretch deepen as we lengthen the crown of the head back, the heel forward. When we exhale, hug that right knee towards that right shoulder. If this is too deep, simply add a bend to that left leg. Let's hold here. Take a nice deep breath in, filling your lungs. Nice long exhale. Finding the twist, let's take the right knee to the left side of the room. Once again, extending that right arm. Allow the knee to sink, allow the hip to rise. Feel that stretch go deep into that lower back. And as we take the eyes over the shoulder, let's hold here for a breath. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Inhaling, let's lift the gaze. Let's go ahead and return here onto the spine. We're going to go ahead and place that right foot down. And let's just extend that left leg up. Walking the hands up the back of the leg. Go ahead and just bend that knee. Flex that foot. Let's reach for the foot and sink the knee outside of the hip. So we're just coming to a one-leg dead bug. So this is just going to start to open up that hip. Just feel a nice deep stretch. Just breathe. As we inhale, let's release the leg, place both feet down. Slowly taking the knees back into the chest. Let's wrap the arms tightly around the legs, tucking the chin, relaxing the shoulders. Let's add a gentle sway from right to left. As we meet on the spine, let's hug the left knee towards that left shoulder, extending the right leg forward, flex the foot, press the calf firmly down. Our option here, keep that right leg bent. As we hold here, let's feel that dynamic tension. Feel the heel press forward. Feel the crown of the head as it lengthens back. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's sink that leg a little closer. As we inhale, let's find that twist, taking the left knee to the right side of the mat. Extending the left arm, allow the hip to rise. Feel the knee sink, turn the gaze. And let's go a little bit deeper here, slowly inhaling. Slowly exhaling. Returning onto the spine, let's lift the gaze. Let's go ahead and roll back onto the back, placing that left foot down. Let's sweep that right leg high. We're going to go ahead and flex the foot, bending the knee. Let's take the hands up towards the arch of the foot, and let's just find that one leg dead bug. Feeling that right ankle stack over that right knee. Feel that left foot press firmly into the floor. Just take a deep breath in, starting to open up the hips. Nice long exhale. As we place the right foot down, we're going to go ahead here and add a little bit of pelvic tilt. So this is really good for starting just to loosen up that lower lumbar. So as we hold a neutral spine, let's place the feet below the knees. Take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, draw the navel to the spine, elevate the pelvic floor, and let's add a pelvic tilt, drawing that lower back down into the mat. So we're just going to start to loosen up that lower back. Inhaling, let's go to return to a neutral position. Exhale, draw the hips up towards the ribs, push the lower back into the floor, tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, release. Exhale, let's draw the lower back down into the floor, lift the tailbone, press into the heels. Inhale, slowly release. So as we tuck the right knee in towards the chest, let's extend that right leg up. Reaching through the toes, let's walk the hands up behind the leg. We're going to reach through those limbs. Take a deep breath in, chin to chest, shoulders relax. And as we exhale, we're going to go ahead and bend that right knee, sink it outside of the ribs. Inhale, point the toe, let's lengthen. Exhale, just a gentle stretch, flex the foot, bend the knee. One more time, inhaling, Lengthen through the toes. Exhale, flex the foot, bend the knee. Inhale, let's create a little bit more length, big breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna bend the right leg over the left. Keeping the left foot down, take the arms to the side, big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and float those knees to the left side of the mat. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into this lower back twist. Feeling the hip rise, feel the shoulders stay grounded. We wanna try to allow all the tension here to just release. So we wanna try to relax the muscles, relax the glutes, soften your face, relax your jaw. And let's hold here, take a breath. As we inhale, we're gonna lift the gaze. Coming back onto our spine, let's slowly just pull the navel in. Returning both hips to the mat. Let's reach that right leg high. And as we exhale, let's lower that right leg down. Let's switch sides. Left leg extends up. We want to start to lengthen through the hamstring and calf. So as we just walk the hands up, try not to force anything. This is more of a gentle stretch today than it is a deep one. So as we inhale, listen to your body as you lengthen the toes away. Just create that length. And as we exhale, just start to sink the leg towards your upper body. Feel that stretch deepen. Make sure that there's still movement in the ankle. Taking a deep breath in as we reach through the toes. Exhale, just sink the leg a little bit closer. As we release here, let's bend the knee, cross that left leg over the right. We're going to go a little bit deeper here, taking the arms out to the side, chin to chest. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's slowly start to just float the knees to the right side of the room. Let those knees sink down. Feel that hip rise. We're going to take the eyes over that left shoulder. Just relax here, take some deep breaths. Getting to lift the gaze. Let's go ahead and carefully just unwind. Returning both hips back to the floor. Let's take the chin to the chest and bring the knees towards the shoulders. As we reach down here, let's grab for the arches of the feet. We want to bring the soles of the feet together here if we can. And just start to relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, press the tailbone down. And let's just draw those heels towards the body. If it feels good, maybe add a little gentle shift here. This is just to open up that lower back. Add a little bit of movement. Maybe feel a little gentle sway from left to right. From here, let's come into dead bug. Taking the feet, let's part them nice and wide. Stacking the ankles over the knees. Shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Just start to sink the knees down here. Just really opening up those hips. Let's hold, take a nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale. As we release the legs, we're going to go ahead and move into something that can be a little bit more challenging if the back is in spasm like mine is today. So with those heels hugging close towards the body, let's place our arms to our side. Now if your back's really tight, just stay with the hips down and add those pelvic tilts just as before. If you have a little bit more range of motion than when feeling, and it feels good to lift the hips than it does to stay on the mat, go ahead and lift, but not too high. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, pressing into the heels. Let's find a gentle little bridge. This is about half the bridge that I normally do, and this is where my body is stopping me. So once here, I'm going to begin to add those pelvic tilts. So I want to start to just squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, inhale, exhale, lower back down. Pull the lower back to the floor, and then release. Deep breath in. Exhale, press into the heels, lift through the hips, find bridge. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, add pelvic tilt. Inhale, just release. Exhale, press into the heels and lift. This might be my last one. As we inhale, let's lower down. And listen to your body, add that last pelvic tilt. Go ahead and take those knees in. So bridge can be real challenging when the lower back is inflamed. You really want to make sure you listen to your body and only move to where you're comfortable. So once here, we're going to go ahead and just start to rise back up. I'm gonna go ahead and place both feet down. If you wanna use the legs to rock yourself up, please feel free. If you wanna join me for a little bit more of an assisted lift, let's roll to one side. Placing that top hand down, go ahead and push the floor away, lifting yourself up to a seated position, and then let's go ahead and just join. Legs crossed in front. So we want to go ahead and add some movement here into the spine. So again, if your range of motion is limited, keep the movement smaller. If it feels good to move in a bigger range of motion, then go ahead and do that. With our hands placed to our knees, we're going to lift through the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, go ahead and round the back. Tuck the chin for just a very gentle seated cat. So we want to feel the shoulders come forward. As we inhale, we want to go ahead and lift through the heart, lift through the chest. Begin just to roll the shoulders back. Exhale, rounding through. Just move nice and slow. Feel that spine lengthen. Inhale. Lift and arch. And let's return to neutral. If it feels good, let's take a few circular motions with the ribs. So we're just going to go ahead and move the rib cage to the right. Press the heart forward. Take the ribs to the left. And then just round the back through. Inhaling, ribs to the right. Lift the heart. Exhale, ribs to the left. And go ahead and round through. Let's reverse directions. Inhaling, ribs to the left. Lift the heart. Exhale, ribs to the right. And the shoulders come forward. Once more, big circle here. And let's go ahead and return to a neutral spine. So for those of you who may feel that this is too deep to sit on the floor with the legs crossed, go ahead and just grab for a block and elevate the hips slightly. As we inhale, we're just going to sweep the arms tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flip that right arm by the side. As we walk the hands away, begin to drop the left shoulder back, lifting the gaze. Hug the arm close. Let's lengthen down the side body as we feel that left hip stay grounded. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's go ahead and sink down a little bit deeper. Inhale, slowly float up. Left palm down, right arm sweeps tall. Let's walk the left hand away. As we lift the gaze, hug the right arm close, ground through the right hip. Let's take a nice deep breath in as we lengthen. Exhale, go ahead and sink down a little bit deeper. Inhale, slowly floating up. Palms overhead to touch. This time, take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're just going to go ahead and come into a very gentle chest expansion. So as the fingertips float back, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Take a deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. Tucking the chin. We're going to go ahead and try a forward fold. If this feels good, go ahead and sink into it and breathe. If this feels like it's too much, go ahead and just prop your hands up in front and just hold it here. Maybe you'll feel it into the lower back. Maybe you'll feel it into the hips, just depending on where your tightness is today. And we're just going to start to walk the fingertips forward. Support yourself as you go. And just feel it out as you go. If it feels good, you can stay right here, maybe gaze to the thumbs. If it feels good, maybe tuck the chin and just let the head hang between the arms. Letting that forehead sink to the floor. Take a couple deep breaths in. Lifting the gaze, let's go ahead and return the hands towards the body. Just walking in, supporting the lower back, and let's bring the shoulders to stack over those hips. So once here, we're going to go ahead and just start to move onto all fours. So just take your time, turn your body in any direction that feels good for you to get here. So if it takes a couple extra steps, that's okay. With our hands down below our shoulders, we're going to go ahead and just grip the fingers. Let's curl the toes, let's lift the hips, let's find our first downward facing dog and just truly feel this as you go. So as you tuck the chin, maybe start to pedal the legs here, just getting a nice deep stretch into the hamstrings, into the calves. If this is too deep, guys, go ahead and just back down. Come back onto all fours, maybe even lower onto your back. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. And from here, we're just going to go ahead and lower the knees down to the floor. And we're just going to sit the hips back here. Just having a seat onto those feet. Sitting up nice and tall. we're gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of a seated twist. So if it's too deep for you to sit down with your legs crossed in front, you can always find this motion here, this position here too. So as we inhale, let's circle sweep the arms out, take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just gonna simply rotate gently. Let's float the left palm to that right knee. Just let the fingertips rest behind the body. And as we inhale, think of growing tall. So we wanna pull up tall through the crown of the head. And as we exhale, we're just gonna gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, let's float that right palm to that left knee. We're gonna lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. As we inhale, let's circle sweep the arms up. Big breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna go ahead and just lower the hands to heart center. Let's go ahead and return to all fours. So as we shift the weight, support the body, stack the joints. We're gonna grip the toes, lifting the hips. Let's press into the palms and find that downward dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. And as you exhale, go ahead and just simply walk the hands in to meet the feet. So for some of you, this may be too deep. If that's the case, then go ahead and just back out. Maybe place a chair below the forearms and support the upper body. For those of you who this might feel good to lengthen out the hamstrings, the lower back, the spine, go ahead and just tuck your chin into your chest. Maybe it'll feel good to interlace the fingers behind the neck, giving a cervical spine just a little gentle stretch. Maybe it feels good to add a gentle sway. Just go where you're comfortable. Again, today's class isn't so much for flexibility as it is for just getting a general motion into that lower back. If you're laying still for 7 days, a little bit of motion can actually make it feel a lot better. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Nice long exhale out. And we're just gonna slowly bend the knees, release the arms, and let's roll up here one vertebrae at a time. Maybe it'll feel good to offer assistance, walking the hands up the thighs. Rise and stand, roll the shoulders back, and take the shoulders forward. Hopefully, this has opened up your lower back. I know it's opened up mine. Maybe we'll be back flowing again soon. I miss you all. Stay healthy, guys.